AEW Dynamite Grand Slam results 9/25. Nigel Mcguinness looks to face Bryan Danielson. 3 titles on the line. Welcome to Wrestling Incorporated's results for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam on September 25, 2024. Coming to you live from the Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York City, New York. AEW World Champion Bryan Danielson has been sidelined from in-ring competition since AEW All Out earlier this month when Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, PAC, and Marina Shafir blindsided him with an attack after he had successfully defended his title against Jack Perry of the Elite. Should he be cleared by medical officials tonight, he will be returning to action for the first time since as he collides with longtime foe Nigel Mcguinness in a non-title match. Speaking of Moxley, he will be competing in a match of his own as he goes one-on-one with his Archrival Darby Allin. Should the former emerge victorious, he will receive the latter's shot at the AEW World Championship at AEW Wrestledream next month, which he initially won after winning the Royal Rampage match on the July 26 of AEW Rampage. Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson will be putting the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line for the first time since retaining against the aforementioned Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta on September 7. As they defend against AEW International Champion Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Ospreay and Fletcher secured their spot in tonight's match after winning a tag team gauntlet match 2 weeks ago. On Dynamite, Maria May will be putting the AEW Women's World Championship on the line in her second defense since dethroning Toni Storm at AEW All In on August 25 as she squares off with Yuka Sakazaki. May and Sakazaki have encountered one another a handful of times over the course of the past couple weeks and came face-to-face in a tag team match during last week's edition of Dynamite, with the latter and Queen Aminata emerging victorious over the former and Serena Deeb due to disqualification. Additionally, Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Kingdom will be challenging HUOK for the FTR Championship in a FTR Rules match. Prince Nana will also be appearing on tonight's show with something on his mind to share in regards to Swerve Strickland. We Are Liv, Excalibur, Taz and Tony Schiavone greet audiences at home as Nigel Mcguinness makes his way down to the ring. We Are Liv, Excalibur, Taz, Tony Schiavone, and Jim Ross greet audiences at home as Nigel Mcguinness makes his way down to the ring. Bryan Danielson's music hits, but he doesn't appear. Mcguinness then grabs a mic and tells the referee to start the countdown for Danielson to appear at ringside, and the referee follows suit. Danielson's music hits once again, and he makes his way out. The bell rings and the two lock up. Mcguinness connects with an uppercut, but Danielson responds with a kick to his spine. Mcguinness fires off strikes on Danielson, and the pair exchange uppercuts with one another before Danielson connects with a kick on Mcguinness' leg. Danielson then rains down right and left hands on Mcguinness, but Mcguinness returns the favor. Danielson cinches in the level lock on Mcguinness, but Mcguinness gets his foot on the bottom rope to break the hold. Mcguinness dumps Danielson out of the ring and sends him crashing into the ring steps, then sets up the ring steps on their side. Mcguinness then sends Danielson crashing into them and uses them to target his arm. Danielson sends Mcguinness crashing into the ring post, but Mcguinness dumps him back inside the ring and wears his arm down with a submission. Danielson connects with a suplex on Mcguinness and ascends to the top, but Mcguinness pushes him off and lands the Buzaiku knee. Danielson fires off kicks on Mcguinness' chest, but Mcguinness continues wearing down Danielson's arm and connects with a rebound clothesline. Danielson delivers a series of kicks to Mcguinness' head, but Mcguinness rains down hammer and anvil elbows on Hammond and follows it up with a neckbreaker. Danielson then rains down hammer and anvil elbows on Mcguinness, and the pair exchange chops and kicks with one another. Mcguinness rocks Danielson with a knee, but Danielson cinches in the level lock on him. Mcguinness taps out. Winner, Bryan Danielson. After the match, Christian Cage's music hits and he makes his way out with his contract for an AEW World Championship match in hand. He looks to cash it in, but Kip Sabian sneakers up behind Cage and takes his pen from him before he can sign it. Sabian then runs into Claudio Castagnoli and PAC in gorilla position.